She initiated it, but don't take my word for it. Take hers. This is a picture and text message she sent me the next morning explaining why she came on to me. And for months afterwards, she repeatedly requested to sleep with me again. For example, this text from January 7th, 2021. At one point, she even requested a sample of my sperm so she could have my child whenever she wanted to in the future. Now, it's hard to keep track, but she's made at least 4 seven-figure demands over the last few years. More than a year after the one time we slept together, and only after Lindsay Hill made up her false allegations, Adanna retained a lawyer. She then demanded $3.6 million and claimed I forced her to have an abortion, leaving her emotionally devastated and irretrievably damaged by it. But here's the thing, she never had an abortion because she was never even pregnant, and that's corroborated by her own medical records. When I refused to pay her the $3.6 million she was asking for, she made up a bogus sexual assault claim and filed a civil suit against me. In that version of her story, she claimed, for the first time by the way, that there was non-consensual sex, but her texts from the next morning show what actually happened. Remember this text in which she explains why she came on to me? She also claims that instead of an abortion, she actually had a miscarriage, but that's impossible, of course, because again, she was never even pregnant. We now have emails between her and the first 2 law firms that dropped her, in which they acknowledge they never had any evidence to support her claims, but they'll try to get my money anyway. I then shared an audio recording I have in which Adanna contradicts her own claims and asks me for money. In the emails, her lawyers agreed that that's insurmountable evidence, and they inform Adanna that they can no longer represent her unless she can provide documentation or proof of her claims. Of course, she couldn't do that, so the law firm urged her to consult other law firms with different standards. Now, Adanna has filed more than 10 police reports claiming sexual assault or harassment against other men, including at least one other professional athlete. But after the Scottsdale police completed their investigation into her claim against me, she's the one being indicted for felony fraud. And not just against me, against another man as well.
These black people. Oh, God, all he does is criticize black guys. Yo, welcome to another episode of Far Insight Podcast, man, with your host, Maddox. And you just saw for yourself what just happened. That's crazy. This is a prime example why men of all shades and all races should be able to have a voice. But a lot of times the people out there will try to shame you or shame men for not speaking their experiences because they'd rather the simp niggas out there speak and okay bad behavior. Look what happened to TREVOR Bauer. Look what happened to him. Basically in his career, From the first woman who accused him of all these heinous crimes, he had like a 2-year suspension, losing millions. This guy is a Cy Young, and people know who that is. It's like a top award for like a baseball pitcher. I'm not too great in baseball, but I know about that. I probably even pronouncing the word wrong, but forgive me. But he proved that the white lady had lied on him. And in fact, she was already out. Her and her friend was already out to get his money. She recorded them in the bedroom, sleeping. Her face is clean as day. But says that he's an abuser and all this type of, it's wild. He had to prove it in court. They have to throw that shit out because the woman lied. The white lady lied. Now, here's the dangerous part about Me Too movement. All this stuff happened within 3 years. So now the black woman see that happen to with the white girl. Now she want to try her shot. This black woman literally was begging for dick. She's begging to sleep with this man. Begging. As you can see on the screen. She was begging. Can I sleep over? Can I sleep? Can I sleep? Can I sleep? You would think she was homeless or some shit, but she wasn't. So she's begging for the penis. Not only that, she's begging for sperm. She asking him for sperm and try to use it for the future. This is sad. This is crazy. This is crazy. Then try to extort him and got a law firm to basically take on her case initially. But she couldn't provide any proof of abortion by her own paperwork. Meaning she was never ever pregnant from jump. Even the law firm had to drop her. They would try to sue this man for $3.6 million. 3.6. Then she switched it up talking about sexual abuse, like if he beat her sexually or some type of advance that she wasn't with it. But either way you put it, if you go with sexual abuse, like if he like forced the weight on her, or even if he physically abused her and then had sex with her, either way you put it, abuse, sexually abuse, however you put it, it's all still lies. You can see her begging for the penis. You can see it. Said she was pregnant, he forced her to have an abortion. There's no history of her having an abortion with this man, or no paperwork, or no abuse, or no proof of abuse in any sort toward this woman. This is wow, man. Wow. But guess what? She's being indicted. Rightfully so. She's being indicted for felony fraud. And guess what? Come to find out, this lady, this black woman, did it to another man. So it seems like she just keep going out there to high value men who got the crazy bag, and she keep trying to get money from these dudes. The fast track route. And hoping they just, let me just settle out of court. Let me just settle. That's what you want to do. She want somebody to keep try to settle quick. Yo, she should be in fucking jail. I'm sorry. I gotta stop cursing. I'm sorry. But she should be in jail. And you see, and black women, do not get offended when I'm about to say, because women like this hurt your cause. You see when they say, why nobody want to believe black women? They don't believe black women. Black women never get believed because it's women like this that hurts it for the real victims of black women. It's women like this that is black that's lying. Thanks to her, thanks to Brick Lady, thanks to Carly Russell, thanks to the black woman in Trevor Rudolph's case, these all are the same women that's happening a lot in the black community that don't get televised or don't get broadcasted on social media or regular news media sources. But this happens every day in the black community. A woman lying on a man. And a lot of guys will go out there, risk their life, and harm a dude all behind a lie. Now, I'm not saying every time a guy go out there and risk his life for a female, she's lying. No, there are cases when women do tell the truth and God come and defend their aid. But unfortunately, there's cases like this. Because let's just say if it was a white woman, all right, let's go with Jonathan Majors. A black man, white woman, she lied. He gets taken down, lose his Marvel deal, and we say, you see, white woman tears, hurt the man's career. But I don't hear the same noise. I don't hear the same noise when there's a black woman who hurts a white man's career from a lie. I don't hear the same noise. Why is that? Like I always say, black women tears are just as dangerous as white women. Say it again. Black women tears are just as dangerous as white women tears. You could have a Me Too movement go against my bad. I'm sorry. It gets me so upset. You could have a Me Too movement started by one woman when a guy got a big bag, and you would have a bunch of women who want to get in on that pie. They'll start making up stuff. He touched me back in 1974 too, and they never ever met the person before. You would have a girl that came from fucking China out of nowhere. Ping ping pong pong ting pong 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 ting ping ping ping. And what? I don't know this lady. You would have women come from like Bangladesh somewhere out of nowhere. I can't do that Indian language. I'm sorry, I can't do it. But you know what I mean. You have everybody, white women. Oh, you see, it was so horrible. It was so crazy. You have a black woman. He did what he did to me. I know he did that shit, girl. Cause he did it to me too. I was outside with my children, and he touched it me. And he never ever met the lady before. Men, please continue to have a voice, man. Continue. Women, have your voices too. I'm never going to tell women to be quiet. Women have voices. We need to listen to them and learn from them as well. And need to be the vice versa. But this topic right here is the reason why men should have voices. And I'm glad that TREVOR Bauer is literally speaking on his case publicly with these videos, with the proof showing you that the woman was scamming him. Fraud. Extortion. Guys out there, man, please be careful. If this could happen to a multi-millionaire, this definitely could happen to any one of us. Any one of us, man. Women lie about grape. There's a bunch of cases out there. And once again, I'm not saying all women lie about it. But there's a lot of women out there lying about grape, man. And they try to silence the man's voices. And get the simps, a.k.a. Social Security guards, to defend their honor, to try to silence the man from telling the truth. Am I lying? Yo, a whole black woman, man, lie. Black woman tears is dangerous. White woman tears are dangerous. With that being said, man.
He hates black people. Oh, God, all he does is criticize black guys.
Later.